Today's history lesson is on fighting Bob La Follette. Robert La Follette was a progressive politician and governor of Wisconsin. He developed a fierce opposition to corporate power and political corruption as a young man. Affiliated with the Republican Party for almost his entire career, La Follette worked in Congress as the governor of Wisconsin and in the United States Senate. His lively speeches, support for progressive reforms, and frequent clashes with party leaders earned him the nickname Fightin' Bob. La Follette's career as a reformer began in earnest as a few months later when a state Republican senator offered him a bribe to fix a court case against several former state officials. Furious, La Follette refused the bribe. For nearly 10 years, he traveled around the state and spoke out against crooked politicians, powerful lumber barons, and the railroad interests that dominated his own political party. Elected to governor in 1900, La Follette pledged to institute his own sweeping political reforms. He pushed the legislature to institute direct primary elections to let voters choose their own candidates. He supported measures that doubled the taxes on railroads, broke up monopolies, and preserved the state's forests, protected workers' rights, defended small farmers, and regulated lobbying to end patronage politics. By the time he joined the United States Senate in 1906, La Follette had become a national figure. In Washington, he pushed for the same kinds of reforms he had promoted in Wisconsin. He often spoke at length on corruption of government and the abuse of industrial workers, arguing that the entire nation's economy was dominated by fewer than 100 corporate leaders. He supported the growth of unions to check the power of large corporations. In 1909, he and his wife Belle founded La Follette's Weekly Magazine, a journal that campaigned for suffrage, racial equality, and other progressive reforms. Though he supported Woodrow Wilson in the 1912 presidential election, he adamantly opposed United States entry into World War I, believing that disputes should be solved peacefully, not with weaponry. Although he was accused of being unpatriotic, he believed that Americans' involvement in the war would end democratic reforms at home. Though critics declared that his opposition to the war was political suicide, he was re-elected to the Senate in 1922, and in 1924 he ran for President of the United States on the progressive ticket and received almost 5 million votes, losing to Republican Calvin Coolidge. Sadly, he died in 1925. That's today's history lesson. If you like this content, please make sure you hit that follow button. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.